Welcome back to another video, guys. As you guys can see, the big dually is broken. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys will see that I've been posting about this truck and what happened. Let me go ahead and explain it to you guys here on YouTube a little bit more. As you guys can see, this whole wheel is freaking off the truck. All the studs have broken off. That is not good at all. I was actually on the highway going up towards Greensboro on 85. If you guys are from the area, you know where I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm driving. I feel a vibration all of a sudden. It started like shaking the truck, and then boom, the truck just like went on its side, and I was like, holy crap. I got on the median, I got on the shoulder, and as soon as I got on the shoulder, this freaking wheel, bro, just passed me on the highway. Like literally passes me on the highway. Thank God there was nobody on the road, because it actually passed through the highway, hit the middle barrier, and just stayed riding on the middle barrier. As you guys can see, like this is actually like ash from where it hit. It's kind of crazy. But in today's video, what we're gonna go ahead and do is actually fix this problem, because it has no studs and I can't use this truck. I need to get it back to work. So here are the new studs, and we got 8 of these to go ahead and install, because all 8 have came off the truck. Freaking insane, guys. Thank God I'm still here. I could have freaking died. But if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and like the video and leave a comment. All the support helps. Help the YouTube algorithm, so we can keep making these videos for you guys. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, let's get this video started. Hey, bro. Did you get that?
Yeah. Barely, but yeah.
Oh my God, if I eat my donut, bro. Amazed that I actually started up.
You didn't want to start?
Nah, so whenever I brought it in the trailer, it actually didn't want to start, and we had to recharge the battery with the battery charge. Yeah. And it's been sitting here for about a week, and it actually did start, so I'm amazed that actually worked. See why I love air tools? Doing that on the side of the road is a little harder than doing it here. Make sure this thing is not gonna fall. Alright. Getting this thing on the trailer without this bolt, because obviously I was on the side of the road. I didn't have this bolt till I got home. Put it on there to get it off the trailer. But it was a challenge, because I didn't have nothing holding this wheel on here. I was just crossing my fingers it wouldn't fall off. But alright. We need to get to this right here so we can get all these studs out. That's what we need to do. So first things first, we need to take off the brake caliper, take everything off the brake bracket. Then we got to take off these bolts right here. Make sure the oil, try to keep as much oil in the diff as possible, because we're really not trying to refill it. If it falls out, we're gonna have to refill it. So yeah, take this off. Then we're gonna have to take the bearings off, then slide off the whole thing, off the whole drum. And then I'm pretty sure these two separate. Brake drum actually separates from the actual hub itself. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Here. Yeah. brake caliper. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. I was like, holy crap. And you know, I actually replaced this caliper already. And look, it's already, this is the junkyard caliper, and it actually works pretty good.
This is the one that was catching on fire that one day, right?
Yeah,
that we
dude.
were coming?
Yeah, the freaking
I remember we were in South Carolina, and you heard it like make weird noises, and we're like, is that the caliper? Are those the brakes? And we're like, nah, bruh.
Minutes later, that thing started smoking, bro. And it was actually brake fluid. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so brakes. These brakes are still good, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Now we just need to take these off. I need to figure out what size these are and get them off. Probably like a 21, 22. Take off the brake caliper bracket, and then we should be able to pop this open, take the bearings out, and pull the whole drum assembly off. Let's get to it. There it goes. Talking about. So the top one is loose. Now we just need to get to this bottom one here. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We just gotta make sure all of this stuff is tight when we put it back together, because we don't want to be in the same predicament. Honestly, I think the reason the wheel actually fell off was because of the spacers and all the weight. So I'm thinking of taking off the spacers. Alright, so brake caliper off, brake bracket off, brake pads. Here, both bolts. You can actually put these on the bracket so they don't get lost. Everything that would block the brake drum is off. Now all we have to do is take these off. We need to take these 8 bolts off. It's gonna spill some fluid, so make sure you have like a little drip pan. Then we're gonna take off the bearing, and we should be able to slide it off. So let me go get an oil pan. And this right here is a 9/16 for these 8 bolts right here. I'm gonna try to leave all the tools that I use in the description below, so to make it easier for you guys, so you don't have to be looking around in your toolbox finding out which tools you need. You could just do it pretty easily. But we're gonna break these loose. Ooh. Alright, so this is actually a good sign. Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, it's not too bad. I was gonna say it's not leaking, but it's not leaking too much fluid.
What if you would have lifted it more so it wouldn't be at an angle going up, you know?
Hopefully stop there soon. That's not too much fluid though. Now this whole thing can come out. Is that gunk? Oh shoot. Anyways, let's take this whole axle out. Look at this axle, guys. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try to not make a mess with it. Put it there. Leave that seal there. Let whatever's there leak out. Now we just need to get to this bearing. I know this is a 2-piece bearing. Get to this little O-ring here. There we go. Alright, so you're gonna have this little O-ring. Make sure you guys do not lose this O-ring. Very, very important. Alright, so we're actually gonna put it right here on this tire so we don't lose it. Now you're gonna have this collar right here that spins around, but before it spins around, there's a lock in there that you need to take out, and you might need to pick it out. It's coming out. Make sure you don't lose this either. There we go. You see this rectangle thing right here? Make sure you guys do not lose this, because this is actually very important as well. So we're gonna leave this with the O-ring. Now, after you take that rectangle out, you should be able to spin it around. Unless there's something else locking it. I don't think it is. So there we go. Should be able to turn this around. Spinning it out. Keep spinning it. Alright, so now you have this locking collar that pretty much spins on there to hold the bearings in place and make sure that this doesn't move. Now theoretically, if we get this off, we're going to put this on the side. We should be able to pull the whole drum assembly off with the bearings. So let's try that. See, it's loose. So here's the front bearing. Alright, make sure you guys don't lose this as well. Very important. Try to inspect it. Everything looks fairly well. Truck has about 100,000 plus miles on it. Not too bad. So I'm gonna save that there. Remember, that's the front one, okay?
Now we're acting like it's heavy.
This thing is heavy. Oh no, we're gonna have to go get a seal.
We got bent.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
And we gotta go by quick, G. You're spilling a lot of oil, dog.
So we just have to go get the seal.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think, yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can go get this seal. Now we just need to get this off here. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright, so that holds that there. So now we got this rear bearing, and then this is right here what we need. I got messed up on the way out. There's should be 4 bolts. Alright, boom, 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 boom. 4 bolts. Now, here's actually where the rice and beans are to the repair that we're actually coming to do. So, as you guys can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 bolts here, special bolts, and I'm pretty sure I should have them. Let's go look. this is an actual socket for an external torque bolt. As you guys can see, is actually a special socket, and this is actually an E20. That's the specific size that fits on this hub right here. So these 8 bolts right here are actually what splits the drum from the actual hub, and we need to actually split it because these studs won't come out if they're together. To split this right here. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You guys can see we got the first one out. Holy crap. Literally split in half. Alright. So now that we got this out, we should theoretically be able to knock these out, all these old studs out, and put the new ones in there. And let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. Hey. Alright, let's go. I'm excited. Sorry. Now I can even see it. Turn it down. It's kind of working. There we go. That's 3 down. Keep going here.
If they were threaded, it wouldn't work like that, right?
These are never going to be threaded. They're always going to be pressured in.
Yeah, but if they were, it would be a pain, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
You just have to get a whole new one of these at that point, right?
Yeah. It's going, but it's not going. As you guys can see, went ahead and got all the studs out. We got to go ahead and install the new ones, and for that we're actually going to need one of the wheels at least. You guys are going to see what I'm going to do, but let's put this down. Let's go ahead and grab these studs. Alright. Use the same lug nuts to actually pull those studs in. Let's see how this works. While I tighten it, it should theoretically go in. Let's see.
Hazlo un tipo estrella para que lo sale con even.
Are you ready? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Spin it. Next one. Next one. So that was actually easier than I thought. So we actually use the same lug nuts to actually bring in the studs into the hub. So it'll pull the studs into the hub. Probably the easiest way you guys can do it. If you guys have another idea, leave it in the comment section below, but it worked out pretty well. Alright, so now all we need to do is put everything back together and we should be good. These studs, new studs are in. That's what I'm talking about. Badass. Alright, we have to run an AutoZone and get the seal for the bearing, for that rear bearing, because as you guys know, it kind of got messed up. So we're gonna pick you guys right back up, right? Good day.
This is what we need, boys and girls.
Cummins Powered Frontier coming soon.
Imagine.
So this is actually the old part, and I thought that this was actually 3 parts that you'd have to sandwich together. You know, that's how it came off. And I'm over here looking at the new one with the guy in AutoZone, and it's actually one whole part. So it blows my mind that this actually came apart. Luckily we're replacing it, and I didn't have to put it back in there like this, because that would really suck. It's a $30 part. It could save you a lot more money in the future. But yeah, let's get back to the truck and install this, and we should be able to put everything back together. Alright, so we made it back. What we're gonna get to right now is putting everything back together. So first things first, we need to get this hub over here, turn it back around, just like that. Then we need to get this back. We need to get the drum back on here. Figure out how this goes, just like that. Make sure that all of this is tight. So we're gonna put these external.
You're not gonna put the seal first before you do all that? The one we just bought?
No.
No.
Let's pull this back together right here. So we're gonna put these external torque bolts back on, and that'll keep the hub and the brake drum back together. Down south, you feel me? We got them crocodiles out here. Now we ain't got no crocodiles, but we live down south. Alright. Right now, when you get to put the bearing back in there, there's that. Now comes the seal. So this seal actually sits right here, just like this. Go back in here, and you just got to make sure that that seal sits flush, because if it doesn't, you're gonna have a problem where the actual oil, the gear oil, is gonna start slipping in between the seal, coming out through the back, and then you're gonna start smelling burning oil off of your brakes. And that's the same problem that I'm having on the blue truck. So make sure that this seal right here is sitting flush, and that you're not gonna have any leaks, because if it does, you're gonna have a really big problem. Now we get to put this crown back on here. This is pretty much for the, I'm pretty sure it's for the speed sensor. So we get to put this on here right there. And I'm pretty sure it's 4 bolts. Now to make sure that these are all tight, because last thing you want is for these to back out, because if these back out, if any of these bolts back out, you're gonna have a really big problem where this is gonna get loose, start messing with the whole brake system on the inside, and you don't want that. Now we should be able to put it back in there. Let's get it. That thing is heavy, bro. And try to make sure that it sits as best as possible, because if you try to force this whole hub assembly in, it's actually gonna eat up your new seal that you put back there. So make sure that it sits flush and it goes in as easy as possible. Now we should be able to put this front one on here, and it's gonna even it out. There we go. So front bearing is in. Now this lock collar.
Wasn't the seal there first?
No.
Oh, no.
No. We're almost done, guys. Almost there. So as you guys can see, the bearings are all moving. You never want to leave this too tight. So what I'm gonna do is I just tightened it up to make sure that the whole hub was actually in there. But we're gonna actually leave it loose just a little bit. Maybe like, see? Around there. Should be just fine. Just in case. See how it has that movement? You don't want it to have movement like that. So we're gonna go one more right there, because we're trying to line up that rectangle again. That little lock. You see how it doesn't sound no more? I don't know if you guys can actually pick it up on camera, but now since it doesn't move and it's not too tight, we should be able to we should be able to put this little locking rectangle back in. There we go. Just like that, just like butter. And then you know what's next. Let me make sure that this is in there. And now we just gotta make sure that this right here locks as well. Just like butter. There we go. Alright. So, as long as that hub can move and it's not making any noise, you should be just fine. We should be able to go ahead and install the axle, tighten everything back up, put the brakes back on there, and then take it for a drive. Guys, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. That we're coming for everything, guys. So 2024 is gonna be our year. Let's get it. Let's kill it. I need you guys to help me out. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers in the next 6 months. I know we can do it. Go ahead and share this video, share the channel, and let's get to 5,000 subscribers. Out to this. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yo, Days.
Let's go. That's how it's supposed to be. So we just finished it. As you guys can see, I went ahead and eliminated the spacer because honestly, I think the spacer is what messed it up in the first place. All that weight on this tire right here just split it. So we're gonna go ahead and take these spacers off. I need to get on the other side and take them off as well. So we're gonna drop this, we're gonna pick the other side up, take the spacer off, put the wheel back on, and then take it for a drive. Let's get it. Alright, so spacers are off. Trunk is back to stock-ish. Now let's take it for a drive. Alright, let's go get these cables so we can jump it off. Praise to the coming gods. Pray to the coming gods. Hopefully this thing starts. Hopefully she starts. See what happens. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. Let's get it. We just had to give her a little bit of love. You know, caress her, do her little thing. Alright, now that she's on, let's go ahead and turn the 5.9 off and take her for a ride. Man, it feels good to be back in this truck. Like I said, guys, I love the 5.9. I love the way that truck sounds, feels, drives, everything, but nothing like driving a newer truck where you're just laid back, chill. We're back in the big dually. Just got her fixed. Hopefully this is gonna be the last fix for a long time on this truck. I know I gotta do the oil change, and I gotta do the fuel filters, so we're gonna do that next. But that's just, you know, normal maintenance, so I'm gonna do that on my own. But so far so good. This is actually where we're gonna end today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, guys. You guys know exactly when I post. I hope this video was educational for you guys and it actually helped you out. If you're working on a 4th gen or a 5th gen, even a 3rd gen Cummins, it's pretty much about the same solution. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.